morning. Today we are here for the presentation how Indian startups Hong Kong's growing in India. Basically presented by CS Gaurav Kumar Sharma. He can be connected over 9906104230. All the pics were taken from Google, and we taken this initiative only for the uh, purpose that we will share the valuations and the startups regime which is growing day by day, and how these startups got so much big and now they are flourishing and making themselves a mammoth kind of a structure. They are growing at a alarming rate, where many of the old, or you can say the senior management persons in the likewise of Mr. Emirates, Mr. Ratan Tata, also saw a huge opportunity and started the funding regime. So today we will talk about the how Indian startups Hong Kong is growing in India, basically with the help of few examples of the startups. And on the later part, we will discuss how they got bigger, what would be the turning points, where they are depriving through the sources of funds or anything else through which they are not able to grow at a fastest speed. So let's start with the presentation now. So if we connect with the presentation, then first name came only Kunal Bahl. He's the person behind Snapdeal. He started Snapdeal on 14th Feb 2010. It's a Valentine Day situation kind of structure, but he was too serious about the same that he says his statement typically suggests that we interrogate things about what is the best experience for the customer. So, in this whole picture or the whole slide, he tells that Snapdeal is totally about the interrogation of the experience customer make and how he can improvise the same over the period of time with the help of technology and digital solutions or e-commerce hubs or plugins or anything else. But if we talk about his journey for the Snapdeal, he was a Wharton graduate. Uh, Basically, got the degree from Wharton University. He, along with Mr. Rohit Bansal, started this whole firm in a very broad area with a great niche of e-commerce platform. Today, the firm have around 10 million products scattered around 5,000 cities, delivering the whole of the opportunities. He acquired around 12 acquisitions, and among those 12 acquisitions, number one is free charge, and number two is reduce data. These were the mainly two acquisitions out of 12, which are very flourishing and very, you can say, niche areas where he find the synergies. Apart from this, 10 acquisitions also made from 2010 to 2015. Now he's also investing the funds on other aspects also. In the later stage, we will talk about how he's helping UrbanClap in the funding. So, although he's having a loss of around 1500 crores, still he have 12 acquisitions, 7 round of funding, which may cater around a huge market of around GMV of around 10,000 billion masses. We can think how he's basically running the entire show in a very typical stage, or you can say in a very great formalization of a way through his own approach. Well, he's also the founding member of Startup India, Stand Up India program. He, with along with Mr. Nilkesh Arora, CEO of SoftBank, stated and complied the rules for startup regime, which is going to be unveiled on 1st of April 2016. Now we move on to next slide. Is Alminder Dhintra, CEO of Grofers. Grofers is basically a grocery market interface which provide the groceries delivered within 90 minutes to a customer. It started with Gurgaon NCR region, Delhi NCR region, but now scattered around 160 major cities. So we concentrate on product delivery, making sure that we work with enough local merchants and category This statement only tells about Albinder Dinsa's approach. He's basically targeting the crowd uh, for local products of the grocery marketplace. But through this own beneficial app of Grofers, he tried to stimulate the growth movement for the B2C in a very great way, you can say. Grofers, if we talk about $166.5 million till November 15th, is the total funding catered over here. The Grofers started with Mr. Saurabh Kumar and Albinder Dinsa. Now Grofer stopped the delivery of few products, although he is getting the funding rounds. There are series of fundings as well, which is going place, and there are series of fundings which have made till yet. Uh, he have acquired around three acquisitions so far. All were on the logistics and the delivery part, and those three were not the small ones or domestic players. These are all national players, and he have acquired the same. We wish Mr. Albinder Dinsa to be very profitable in the near future. This picture is mainly taken for the information purposes and how this whole startup of Grapher is growing. That's the only objective over there. If we talk about the next startup, that is PaperTap. Mainly Navneet Singh started the PaperTap. It started on November 2014. The first series of funding is being done through Sequa Capital, and inception of within 5 months he got the funding from Sequoia Capital. It's around $10 million. So on the second funding is the funding series B. It is being done by Snapdeal, iRunet, or Taco and others. $36 million is the total amount of funding made on the Series B part. Series C funding is being a talk of town these days. Uh, if we talk about him, he's basically solved the problem of totally a different scope or arena. He says, I used to work 6 days and spend a major chunk of my Sundays purchasing grocery. So he do not like to be purchasing the groceries on Sunday. So he made a application through which you can make any or a Sunday type situation, and you can buy the same and get it done or delivered to your homes, to your offices, to your boardrooms, to anywhere in the market itself. So Navneet Singh PaperTap 2 raised funding of $10 million in the first round by Sequoia Capital within 5 months of inception of the company. So if he's raising these funds, then it's a sheer pleasure that he's growing the firm into a nice fashion. Basically, it's a Gurgaon founded company. So, but now it's scattered around Vishakhapatnam or other southern or northern interface of the markets as well. If we move on to our next slide, that is Swiggy. Swiggy is a delivery platform which delivers the product to Zomato of Zomatos to the customers and other major also. If we talk about the definition, hyperlocal based delivery startups appear to be a desire and delight for venture capitals, and their appetite for such startup is only increasing. Yes, I do agree with the same because when the company was found uh, by Mr. Rahul Jamini and Shri Harsha and Nandan in 2014 in Karnataka by Bundal Technologies, uh, the basic name of the firm, which they started with it. Uh, Now, within 5 months of its Series A round, the Bangalore-based food delivery system or a platform Swiggy has raised 16.5 million Series B round from Nora West venture partners and from an undisclosed global investment entity. Of course, Swiggy expanded their wings very shortly in a very short period of time, and it elaborated in a very fisky manner. Swiggy is basically a technological, you can say, delivery system through which a customer gets the products of, like suppose, uh, Burger King is the one example which I am remembering from past 1 month, which I have heard about that Burger King is taking the services of Swiggy. So they charge per order from Burger King and deliver the same product to the customer, and then they provide the money either through online process or some physical process to the uh, Burger King, and they are providing great lump sum services to Burger King and many others. They are in the talks with Cafe Coffee Day and Barista as well. In the future, they are going to deliver the coffees and other platforms of food delivery items. So we wish them all the best. How they grown up and how they are making big, we will discuss at a later part. If we move on to the next slide, there are two persons who are smiling in a very uh, we can say comedy manner, or if we talk about uh, very great manner. Basically, Abhiraj Bahl, CEO of UrbanClap, the co-founder. The company got a fair amount of deal from $12 million Series A funding from SL Partners. Second B Series funding is $25 million. It's from Bessemer, SAF, and SL together. Now they are also in the talks with Mr. Ratan Tata, and Mr. Ratan Tata and UrbanClap together estimated that $50 billion would be the gross market area for them. So if Mr. Tata suggested the same, then UrbanClap is going to be a national huge success of startups. Basically, a startup which got started with a idea of two classmates, Mr. Varun and Mr. Abhiraj, discussed in a very casual manner in a casual meeting format with Raghav Chandra, the engineer of Twitter at that time, now also the technological team over here. So we can think if a casual startup can start from that place, but with a tedious mind, with a great part of innovations and inventions, and the mind of a creative brand, then we can think how a startup is uh, emerging and transforming itself into a global market leaders in the form of a solution based application to the customers. UrbanClap aims to be the go-to platform where the resident of the city can find the best experts for any services that they need. We plan to galvanize this space by connecting the talented musicians, photographers, and other artists with those in need of their services. These they are basically the providers of, in a old fashion we can say, they are the modern just dial in an easy manner to the public with the one stop solutions for all your needs, all your services needs through them. So they are going big, and we wish them all very best for the future. Now, if we move on to another slide, then who else will talk about the same? Uh, he's Mr. Binny Bansal, the current CEO of Flipkart. Uh, he got placed in 2015 and in 2016 first week. If we talk about the statement, we were not thinking about numbers then, but we knew something big can be built out of e-commerce. They started as a 2004 book sellers, but now emerged as e-commerce players of the game these days. So we wish them, as they are also the VC and angel investors these days, to the masses and to the startups. So they run about three kind of a structure. First is B2C, that is Flipkart, where they as a business format provide the products to consumers directly. Then again Flipkart seller module, through which they register the sellers of tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 cities, and produce the uh, products, or you can say arrange the product from sellers and then compile the same through their own marketing or packaging, and then deliver the same through their own logistic department to the ultimate consumer. So they are running the show in a two-way fashion. First is B2C, and second one is B2B, and now third one which I am talking about is B2A. What is B2A is basically they are business facilitators for affiliate marketers. Suppose if I have a product range of around 1000 series, I can be in manufacturing of products. I can be selling the products. I can be having the products of toys, women articulates or women products. Or if we go about young sportsmen products, then we have a category of things which we cater to our customers. The things which do not got the sales or having a less proportionate of sales, how to sell them. They are have the great capability of minds of a creative arena, which they together formed a program called as Flipkart affiliate program, through which if you mention their products or product ranges on your website, then they will pay you a commission-based structure to you in a B2A format. That's business to affiliate program. If we move on, Vijay Shekhar Sharma, CEO of Paytm. What do we say about this man with the uh, eyes with the eyes of basically inspirational person? I admire him personally. Reason for the same is he's the person who is having only 10 rupees in his pocket. In a recent interview, I have seen this in NDTV where he was discussing that he was having only 10 rupees note on a winter side, and he traveled uh, around 5 to 10 kilometers to save the money. So what I wish about him, he is the main person behind Paytm, the global wallet plays of these days, or you can say the flavor of online payment or digital payment solutions. They started with 197 communication. His date of birth is at 8th July 1973. If we talk about him, I learned that there's no shortcut to success. Obviously, only sheer hard work will get you where you want to be. Moreover, it's important to love what you do and work towards your goals with great focus and determination. He got the funding recently from Alibaba. Uh, if we talk about them, that would be $500 million. So the global marketplace of digital solutions and the payments. He also got the payment bank license from RBI recently. He's innovating the products mainly day to day, and in the future we can say that he's producing or going to produce the global solutions for digital payments in the future from India. Talk about this picture, we need not to read this whole statement or the logo itself. He's the person, the talented young lad Ritesh Agarwal, who slept around 12 days in the stairs on the stairs. He described the same over the interview in ISPF platform. If we talk about Ritesh, he is the youngest lad who have created 9,000 crore brand OYO. OYO founder CEO. More than 160 Indian cities he have the network of OYO Rooms. Backed by the funding of SoftBank and Sequa Capital. Won Business World Young Entrepreneur Award. That's quite an achievement. Forbes in its 30 under 30 list. He is now that person in 2015 only. In July 2015, OYO Rooms raised around 100 million from SoftBank. He's basically creating a marketplace where they deliver the product that every time you come and experience our products, it will be a new sense of the things, and it will be a great pleasure to serve you. I have seen his whole bunch of series where he's turning the things around, flip side down or flip side up. He basically works around how to monetize the things, how to use the time well, and how to expand the business areas into new horizons in an early phase of time. In his late 20s, he started the company. Around 18 years old, he started the firm. He's a great coder. I have uh, seen that. Now he's going global, so it might be chances that OYO Rooms boards will be soon be shown on the banners of London, or you can say Germany cities like Hamburg or something else, or somewhere in the parts of Ireland or Singapore or other areas. So he's on the expanding mode. He got a brand value of 9,000 crore dollars, we can say. at a this young age. He's a billionaire, all in his own hands by his own. He was being raised on Odisha. Now, after Odisha, he got into Gurgaon and he started this whole firm. And within the 5 to 10 years space, he got around 9,000 crores. He have this whole talent that he have created a wealth maximization machine through OYO Rooms. Now we talk about the words of angel words, Rameya, Taxi for sure, co-founder and the angel investor. You need to be the best company in terms of solving the customer's pain point. This is the main solution point. If you provide a solution to a person, then you can be anything. You can get the fundings from other people as well. So if we talk about the startup growth hacking, then we will talk that all the major person, whether it will be Kunal Bahl of Snapdeal, Nalbinder Dinsa or Saurabh Kumar of Grofers, Navneet Singh of PaperTap, Swiggy's Rahul Janmi and Shri Harsha and Nandan Reddy, or UrbanClap's mainly Abhiraj and Ritesh or Vijay Shekhar Sharma. Every person have seen the growth. Every seen every person have tasted the struggle parts as well. But the main thing which we can learn through them is growth hacks. Without the smart learning and hard working mixing the same with their own operations and management and financial know-how and how to get the funds, how to raise the funds at the right time, how to get the funding A, B, C or any series and they are best at it. So to know the whole know of the growth hacks of the startups, you can contact me. I will give you a brief summary or we can discuss the same for your startup as well. GauravedeliRavi@gmail.com is my mail ID where you can get in touch with me or you can connect me on the WhatsApp or Skype. Uh, you can also connect me with IMO on 9990694 230. You can also get in touch with me also on www.csgauravsharma.com. We started the whole presentation with the mindset that Indian startups have the caliber and the capability to be number one on the global hemisphere. They will turn the expansion zone and can expand in a way that the whole map would be a smaller thing for them for expansion purposes. Now they are moving into a very great interface. So let's be connected and talk about them. So that would be the main area of